sure, unless I didn't see a specific losers match going on, I'm pretty sure Skokie went min-min the entire time tonight.
Oh, that's impressive, because you know I know a lot of min-min players, especially at, not to call Skokie mid-level or anything, but like at the mid-level, it's been a struggle for min-min to return to the meta dominance that she had previously. So that's impressive to see. Skokie guaranteed 9th, maybe getting a top 8 on the loser side. However, it's going to be Tangled SSB, EarlOfM trying to fight off against Ikan's Ryu. Ikan, you know, he's been dominant in this scene lately. That's why he's the #1 seed tonight.
Honestly, that's why I like watching Ikan, because he's the prophecy that I've been talking about with Shoto mains ever since Ryu got into Smash 4, where I've all
what a wait from
no! That's it. Okay, never mind. Earl shut me up really quick. Oh, out of shield option, up B, follows it up with the side B.
So, okay, you're talking about the prophecy.
Anyway,
of,
so I've
Ryu.
always said that Shoto, if you put a Shoto in Smash Brothers, it will always fall on somebody who is so technically prowess with the technical prowess of the character will be so high that only like the absolute masters will be able to make this character work. But when they do, they will start winning literally everything. Ikan is kind of the embodiment of that in this scene, where you finally have somebody who understands the character, who understands the technical ability, and also is just so proficient at Smash that it is fulfilling that prophecy that Shotos are going to be taking over.
Right. I 100% agree with you. Like, he's so technical in this game, and Ikan he's been playing so well for such a long time. Like, okay, good stuff on the cross-up jab there, using a little bit of that auto turnaround to his advantage to make the cross-up extra nasty.
And that honestly, like, that also leads into one of the primary, as Earl gets that stock there, one of the primary things that just makes Ikan so lethal is that he literally, the way he plays Ryu, like, redefines neutral for a lot of what Smash neutral used to kind of look like.
Uh-huh. And it's hard to play, like, everyone thought that focus was going to be so useless in this game because it's so easy to get out multiple arrows in a row. But Ikan makes it work, and he makes it work brilliantly. However, I do want to propose a counter-narrative before we are established as too biased for Ikan on this stream, is Earl is here playing Lucina in a meta that has kind of disregarded her, right? We are living in the Roy meta here in Chicago.
We're living in the Roy, we're living in the Rob,
we're seeing so many Roys, and that forward smash almost obliterated. And look at the weight. Trying to do the double side B1 to use that aerial fade as much as possible. Earl is looking so good, but a great tech from Ikan. And the spot dodge and turnaround Tatsu. This has been a great game one, and we've barely talked about it because we're establishing the narrative for the rest of the set. Earl is making this Lucina look so clean and so just surgical in a meta where Roy just wants to throw out those arrows as much as possible, you know, just like chase ghosts across the screen, and if you get hit by this, oh, that's your fault. Earl's playing slow and steady, and it's led to this great lead so far in game one. Let's see if it.
But again, you gotta watch out because one mistake versus Ikan, but
the shield was too low.
Yep,
Joe.
A little bit too much on the blocking there. Earl managed to get that back air and closes it out. Very clean technical play. This is the tale of pretty much two neutrals, where Earl represents the very tried and true fundamentals of Smash, because that's honestly what Marcina has represented from Mart's inclusion in Melee. Marcina has kind of been the...
Oh, don't tell Melee players that.
No,
don't tell Pete that specifically.
It is the equivalent of Kai in Guilty Gear, where it is the character that you pick to learn the specific neutral of this game in particular. It's also like the Ryu of this game, pretty much. They are the default character that you pick up in order to learn Smash Brothers.
Yeah, I played Ryu in Street Fighter 4.
Everybody did.
That was the last time I played Street Fighter 4. I played Ryu and Zangief. And I also learned a little bit of Balrog for a time. I had a really weird character mix. But I played easy characters. That's my my trap.
I mean, I'm a Makoto man, so don't look at me.
All right, now take it slow and steady here. Slow and steady does not mean get tech chased on the platform. Ikan gonna open up with a blitz here in game number 2.
See, Ikan also loves to utilize just how big that up air is, especially on PS2. Loves to chase with that, knows how big it is, knows how potent it is, especially if you get the sweet spot of it. Leads right into Shoryuken. If you manage to true and put it at a high enough percent, it can kill off the top pretty early.
And it having the second hit also just makes it so ambiguous, depending on when his fastball timing is on the platform, right? He can really mix up where he wants that second hit to be, and it makes the shield drop on the platform weird. But it's kind of weird that he missed the recovery there. He was under a little pressure, right?
Yeah, well, in order to get out of pressure, sometimes Ryu needs to go super low. And it's understandable that if you dive bomb with Ryu too quickly, you kind of end up hanging yourself with your own rope.
Yeah, it's a fast falling problem. Now using as much space as possible here is Earl, but he dropped the shield at the worst possible time. Ikan on the board.
Yeah, didn't see the first hit of the jab there. Allowed him to go into the target combo and let rip that Shoryuken on the second hit.
So Lucina actually brings up an interesting point when dealing with like counterplay to focus canceling, which there's two styles. The one we thought would be viable is just throwing out 2 aerials and hitting Ryu out of it. And Lucina does have the nair to deal with that, right? But Lucina also just has hitting with 1 aerial and then fade away safely, which is also a viable option if you play slowly but surely. However, just the burst play from Ikan gets the job done. The spacing a little bit off the mark here for EarlOfM in this one, and that means Ikan evens this up 1-1.
Just the way that Ikan is able to explode out of the gate, there's really nothing like it in the game right now. It's so potent that you literally just cannot make mistakes against it. It's gotten to the point where like one mistake it's literally like nothing has changed from Smash 4. He's proved that nothing has changed.
I think the thing that differentiates the way Ikan's Ryu plays versus a lot of the meta picks, we talked about we're in Season of Roy, right? Season of Rob. These are characters who have plenty of ways to kill you at any percent, horizontally specifically, right? Ikan can kill you early no matter where you are. And that's really scary, especially as that rage builds up. And this is a little less extreme than the last matchup we saw in Sinwar vs. Sheik, but we have, like, you know, the neutral game character on the right, or sorry, on the left, and the explosive punish game character on the right. But I think Ikan does have a little bit more neutral game to play, and also Lucina has a little bit more punish game to play, as opposed to the last matchup. So it's less, you know, explosive, but it's still very explosive, as you've seen in game number 2.
Away with that Shoryuken.
Poking and prodding with just like the second hit of neutral air on the shield to be really slow and steady here is EarlOfM. Ikan now got to get out of this ledge trap spot. Let's see what he does. No, the cross roll not going to quite get there. If this ledge trap, the longer this ledge trap lasts, the happier Earl is. And then he let it slip.
Oh my god! He laddered him with up airs into the true Shoryuken. That looked like an ST combo. And honestly, like that's why I like.
And he could die to another Shoryu right now. Or
he just gimped him. 3 stocks to 1. That was really quick.
The tree trunk toes, I believe, is the classic fare, right?
I believe
gold bond medicated toes.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's what Shell like to use. Shell like to use the phrase gold bond toes.
Shout out to my boy
because he's got
Shell.
the strongest toes in the game. Yeah, shout out to Shell.
If it's an Ikan VOD, I'm sure he's gonna watch it at some point. So, well, that's the difference between this situation here. Man, Ikan's punish game just found a whole nother level after game number 1.
Earl doing a good job of navigating around these tools. Ikan trying to zone him out, but gets back center stage. Earl manages to bully his way back on with that forward air. Just throwing out those down tilts. Oh, wanted that roll in so bad, but he doesn't get it. Ends up in the grab right now.
Ikan almost got the reset down air there in the corner, which would have just probably ended this game.
Absorbs the armor with that focus attack. 2 hits. Read the focus from the ledge.
Clearing the rage out. That's going to allow EarlOfM a little bit of a lease on life. I don't think the next up air from ground is going to KO. So you have a little bit of room to play here. And keep this ledge trap going? Yes.
Back throw, using the wide range of that down air to cover those options.
That was a great backswing of down air, just to specifically go above and to the right of the Tatsu, which we've seen that poke up above what EarlOfM wanted to do previously. And he has turned this game around.
Air dislodging Earl. That back air puts him in a bad spot. Oh! Little hit, but
everything's
saving his
safe.
resources.
Now we are in a definitely a last stock situation. Woo. And the shield break finds the mark! Earl went for a couple of those in spots where, to me, they seemed like guesses, but I guess that Earl was thinking much further ahead in the set play than I was when he was throwing out those shield breakers previously.
That absolutely was. So Earl does not throw out shield breakers very much unless he knows that he's got you conditioned to stay in your shield while it's being thrown out. That entire time, any of those options where he was in that range, Ikan was holding on shield because he was just expecting one of those sweeping coverage options, those up tilts, a jab, something to just keep him out while he's at that range. Was not expecting the side B. Held onto it for a little bit too long, and that's all that Earl needed to happen.
Now here we go on Pokemon Stadium, game number 4. After Earl was on the brink of defeat in that game number 3, he turned it right back around.
Did you see how that down smash collided with Earl's up tilt, and how the game had to like stop for a couple seconds to think, okay, what do I do in this situation?
Well, this is a Nintendo Switch.
One of my favorite things is
we should run next. We should convert Ignition to Steam Deck.
Oh my god. So we can actually
emulate on Steam Deck. That's the best plan.
So we can actually see what HD Smash Ultimate looks like. One of my favorite Twitter memes is just watching, oh my god, okay.
That scoop was so sweet.
That was
out of
quick as a whip.
disadvantage.
But yeah, one of my favorite things is just watching on Twitter the very pixelated video of Patrick dancing to Soldier Boy, and that is literally what everybody throws out when a new thing, like a new third-party game is announced for the Switch.
Okay, that might be a little bit millennial for me, or a little bit Zoomer for me. I am a millennial technically, by the most technical definition.
Okay.
I do not know that meme.
I am full millennial, but I have been described as super passing, so it's whatever.
The memes me and Pete have been sharing with each other are just hashtag Morbius sweet memes. That's been a good time.
Oh my god! Oh, yo, that down air conversion.
That was a Yoshi combo. Down air spike into anything is a Yoshi combo, just so you know. Mei, the Mexican Yoshi player, also plays Lucina and gets Yoshi combos with Lucina. They're very viable, as is that back air, which is going to put EarlOfM in the driver's seat in game number 4. Ikan one stock away from going to losers here.
Yeah, Earl just been doing, again, a great job of covering all the ledge options. Normally, Ikan's able to swirl his way back in, but there's been several times where Earl has just been guessing right every single time.
Well, this is why Earl specifically picked Lucina. Lucina's ledge trap game is fantastic, especially against the tools that Reed has, right? Earl has a Cloud and a Sora in the pocket as is necessary, but this is the character that he chose to ride or die with, and it makes a ton of sense the way he's been playing here. And look at these scoops with all these forward airs.
If that second hit in air hit, that would have put Ikan in a very bad spot. I mean, he's able to make it back. Down smash into the fireball cancel.
And the lingering one, oh, that was a dare waiting to happen for Ikan off the side. Not gonna pull the trigger. Too smart to has the big gold bond toes.
The strongest toes in the game.
We are going to game 5, Joe.
He used the whole damn bottle of gold bond there. That man's feet is not going to smell bad for 2 weeks. He can walk from here to Los Angeles, here to San Jose for Genesis this weekend, and not smell like anything.
Well, that's how you know he's not going to go to a Smash tournament. It's still funny.
Oh man.
It's still funny.
By the way,
7 years going on that joke.
by the way, y'all better turn up for Ikan because he's gonna be taking names at Genesis this weekend.
He will
Mark my words.
certainly be in the tournament. I can confirm that much. I can.
I saw what you did there.
All right, well, we're going to Hollow Bastion. These Kingdom Hearts nerds, man, they love going to Hollow Bastion.
It's a
sensing
good
a
stage.
theme.
Good stage.
I really, so we could talk about the merits of the stage, and we definitely talked about it in the Big Mac set, but I think it's just the mental X factor. Both EarlOfM and Big Mac are huge Kingdom Hearts fans. I was talking to them about Kingdom Hearts 4 before they played their set matches, so they're certainly here to experience it.
Yeah, they low-key get a power-up on the stage. It's kind of scary. And you can see, like right now, honestly, what I like that Earl's using now is utilizing more of the Nair in neutral. Because before, a little bit apprehensive to use it because that Nair is a bit committal. But he now is seeing that Ikan is trying to focus cancel a lot in neutral to get around those tools. So if you throw out that Nair,
all right, good snipe,
removes it.
The only time that Nair is super committal is when you are off on your aerial drift, and that's what Earl is using to make his aerials be as effective as possible. He's mixing up that aerial drift. He's going to either go for like the quick fast-falling arrows, or he's going to go all the way across Ikan's shield in a spot where any of those tilts or jabs won't find their mark, right? That's the idea anyway, although it's obviously impossible to be perfect even in like the best players in Smash. You'll get a buff from time to time, right? But that's the idea.
Oh, cross up forward air. Oh my god, that almost killed.
Okay.
There, that killed. I think that was proximity hard jab.
I think Ikan wanted to cancel the...
Oh, that was up smash? It looked very similar.
I think Ikan wanted to cancel that up air into something, but missed the input.
Oh, good eye on Earl there. That would have been very scary if he tried to jump and challenge that with something.
Okay, I thought he died for a second.
That close
That's
fierce,
Ikan, man.
Here's the thing. That close fierce, which is that proximity jab, it does so much initial damage that if you just cancel it to short if you say, oh, it's going to kill,
4 out of 5 times you're right.
Yeah, exactly.
And that 5th Doctor, we don't trust. That's Dr. Mario. He doesn't have a degree.
He's not a real doctor. He's Mario.
He canonically does not have a degree, by the way. Like, that's a fact.
Okay, fell into the low shorts there. Now Earl off stage.
All right, good parry.
I like that nobody does that for free.
No, that was a misinput.
Yeah, no, that was Tatsu. That was Tatsu. You could tell that he wanted Tatsu there. He was at the percent that would have sealed out that stock. But Ikan is still staying in it.
Has the stage control. Let's see if he can convert.
Oh,
that shield poke was brilliant, though.
I think that's the 3rd time in this set where all Earl really needed to do was get the shield down to where the poke would work. But again, another drop shield on the target combo, and now it is last game, last stock scenario.
One of these players is going to face Dr. Yum Yum in winners finals. Let's find out who it's going to be. Comes
Good
down to
parry.
this.
Nobody jumps in for free. That's a 3rd strike mentality.
And taking away free jumps is so good against many players in Smash Ultimate. Jumping feels so free a lot of the time. Okay, the turnaround, though. A little bit of an overcommit from Ikan. Is it going to cost him? No, he's alive.
Tatsu, get off of me.
And the shield is broken!
Close to the ledge. This could be it. This is going to be it. And EarlOfM on a last-minute shield break is going to be facing Dr. Yum Yum in winners finals, beating Ikan in what was a knuckle dragger of a set. Went to the last stock, last game.
So clutch from Earl.
That was just some good ass Smash Ultimate, man.
Good freaking Smash. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Oh my god.
That set was brilliant. And we're going to see winners finals immediately after this. We're going to let the losers catch